fought the Hulk in this outfit, no? I'm Marvel Jesus, you dull creature, and I will not... Holy shit! You say the good stuff for special occasions?
Killing, mostly.
So, picture this. One guy is fighting terminal cancer, while the other is an immortal wall of muscle with severe anger management issues. Naturally, they're destined to team up as a superhero duo and save the entire multiverse from total annihilation. Eventually, anyway. First, they have to survive each other. Our story kicks off back in 2018. Fresh off stealing Cable's handy little time travel device, Wade Wilson leaves his original reality, Earth 10005, and hops over to Earth 616, otherwise known as the sacred timeline where the Avengers hang out. Wade marches right into Avengers headquarters, sits down with Happy Hogan, and essentially begs for a spot on the roster. He wants purpose, prestige, and a chance to prove that he actually matters. But Happy sees right through his desperation. He tells Wade that joining the Avengers isn't about running away from your personal flaws. It's about stepping up when everything is on the line. With a heavy heart and a bruised ego, Wade packs up his red suit and hangs up his superhero persona for good. Fast forward 6 whole years. Wade is living a painfully ordinary life. He's working as a third-rate car salesman alongside Peter, a completely regular guy whose only real superpowers are 2 types of diabetes and an endlessly optimistic attitude. To make matters worse, Wade and the love of his life, Vanessa, have officially called it quits. They're still trying to stay friendly, but the emotional gap between them is obvious. During a cozy, surprise birthday party thrown by his closest pals, including Blind Al, Shatterstar, Dopinder, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, the universe decides Wade's quiet life has gone on long enough. Suddenly, glowing orange portals open up, and armored agents from the Time Variance Authority, the TVA, tackle Wade to the ground. They drag him through a rift and dump him directly into the opulent office of a mid-level bureaucrat named Mr. Paradox.
I wasn't unconscious.
Paradox lays out an offer that sounds almost too good to be true. He tells Wade that he's being drafted straight to the sacred timeline, giving him the golden opportunity to finally become the legendary hero he's always dreamed of being alongside Earth's mightiest champions. But there's a massive, apocalyptic catch. Paradox casually reveals that Wade's home reality is actively dying. Every universe relies on a single anchor concept or person to keep its reality stable. And for Earth 10005, that anchor was none other than James Logan Howlett, the Wolverine. When Logan sacrificed his life to save a young girl named Laura and a group of mutant kids, his death set off a slow-motion cosmic collapse. Paradox explains that while a dying universe usually takes thousands of years to crumble away naturally, he finds the waiting process completely tedious. So he built a massive, unauthorized machine called the Time Ripper to eradicate Wade's home reality immediately. He gives Wade a cold choice: abandon his world to join the sacred timeline, or stay behind and disintegrate alongside everyone he loves. Naturally, Wade picks option 3. He headbutts Paradox straight into next week, snatches a device called a temp pad, and rips open a portal back to his own timeline. Refusing to believe the legendary Wolverine is actually gone, Wade heads to Logan's final resting place and literally digs up his adamantium-infused skeleton. Just as he realizes Logan isn't coming back, TVA agents surround the graveyard. Unfazed, Wade turns Logan's metallic bones and razor-sharp claws into improvised weapons, brutally tearing through the TVA squad in a glorious, blood-soaked action sequence set to high-energy pop music. Realizing his original Logan is truly dead, Wade decides to hop through parallel realities until he finds a replacement Wolverine to anchor his world. What follows is a chaotic multiverse road trip. Wade encounters a hilariously short Logan, a comic-accurate variant wearing the iconic yellow and blue suit fighting the Hulk, an old man Logan, and several others, all of whom instantly try to murder him. Just as he's about to give up, Wade stumbles upon a severely depressed, heavily intoxicated variant passed out on a bar floor. Sure, this Logan is a complete emotional train wreck, but he's breathing. Wade knocks him out cold and drags him right back to Paradox, demanding that this new Wolverine be swapped into his timeline to fix the tear. Paradox laughs right in his face. Not only is replacing an anchor concept completely impossible, but Paradox is running this entire Time Ripper operation off the books without his superiors knowing. Terrified that his higher-ups will catch on, Paradox hits a button and purges both Wade and this alternate Logan into the Void, a cosmic dumping ground at the end of time where forgotten realities go to die. The moment they hit the dirt, Logan is furious. Realizing Wade lied to him about being able to fix his home world, he unleashes his rage, leading to a brutal, bone-breaking brawl between two guys who literally cannot die. They slice, shoot, and tear each other apart in the wasteland. Just as Logan is about to decapitate Wade with his claws, a shadowy figure drops down from the sky. Wade's eyes light up. He thinks he's looking at Captain America himself. Instead, out steps Johnny Storm, the Fantastic Four's Human Torch. Johnny barely gets a chance to warn them about the local warlord before a squad of post-apocalyptic scavengers attacks. Johnny flames up, but a mutant named Pyro instantly absorbs all his fire, rendering him completely useless. The scavengers overpower the trio, stick them in a giant magnetic cage, and haul them off to their leader's stronghold, the colossal, hollowed-out skeletal remains of a giant Ant-Man. The mastermind behind this desolate wasteland is Cassandra Nova, the powerful, telepathic twin sister of Charles Xavier. When the trio is brought before her, Wade immediately throws Johnny under the bus, repeating every single profane, outrageous insult Johnny allegedly muttered about her on the ride over. Enraged by the disrespect, Cassandra uses her terrifying telekinetic powers to instantly flay Johnny alive, turning him into a gory pile of goo in seconds. She then turns her attention to the newcomers. When Logan tries to slice her, she effortlessly uses her mind to sink him deep into the dirt like quicksand. Next, she thrusts her hands directly inside Wade's head, rummaging through his deepest insecurities and exposing the heartbreak of his broken relationship with Vanessa. Realizing they are hopelessly outmatched, Wade uses a crude joke to break her concentration just long enough for Logan to burst free. They scramble onto a nearby, flying vehicle and barely escape into the wasteland, just as Cassandra summons a giant, sky-eating monster called Alioth to devour them. Crash landing in a desolate field, the duo decides to lay low inside a decaying, abandoned restaurant. Over a couple of quiet moments, the cracks in their armor begin to show. Wade admits that in his universe, Wolverine was revered as a legendary savior and an absolute icon. Logan scoffs, confessing that in his home reality, he is universally hated. He carried out a catastrophic failure that got every single member of the X-Men killed, leaving him a broken, self-loathing outcast. Driven by Johnny's last words about a hidden resistance group operating near the border, the two set off on foot across the barren landscape. Along the way, they spot a surprisingly adorable, horribly ugly creature, Dogpool. While Wade falls hopelessly in love with the dog, its owner steps out, a ridiculously handsome, overly polite variant named Nicepool. Unlike Wade, Nicepool doesn't wear a mask, has a full head of hair, and doesn't even possess a healing factor. Taking pity on their plight, Nicepool lends them his sleek, pristine custom car so they can drive to the border. Inside the car, the built-up tension finally boils over. When Logan realizes Wade has no concrete plan to fix his universe and had been winging it the entire time, he snaps. He unleashes a scorching verbal barrage, calling Wade an insufferable joke who was rejected by the Avengers because he's fundamentally incapable of caring about anyone but himself. What follows is one of the most absurdly violent, cramped fights in cinema history as the two tear each other, in the car's interior, to absolute shreds over hours of relentless combat. By the next morning, both men are passed out from sheer exhaustion and massive loss of blood. A mysterious group steals their ruined vehicle, forcing Wade and Logan to track them down on foot. They eventually stumble into a hidden underground bunker, where they are confronted by a rogue squad of forgotten heroes from erased cinematic universes: Elektra, Blade, Gambit, and a grown-up Laura, X-23. Laura looks at this broken, bitter version of Logan and recognizes the same heroic soul that saved her in her own past. The Resistance explains that they've been trapped in the void for years because their timelines were pruned by the TVA. They reveal that Cassandra Nova controls the entire realm using raw power, but there's one flaw. Her telepathy can be blocked using a specialized helmet. While Magneto's helmet was destroyed long ago, Juggernaut, who serves as Cassandra's heavy enforcer, wears one that will do the job perfectly. Wade delivers a passionate, theatrical speech, convincing the squad to launch a desperate suicide raid on Cassandra's fortress to steal Juggernaut's helmet and open a way back home. Everyone agrees, except Logan, who retreats to a quiet corner to drown his guilt in a bottle. Laura approaches him, quietly confronting his self-hatred. She tells him that no matter what mistakes he made in his past, he was still a hero when it mattered most, urging him not to turn his back on the people who need him today. At sunrise, the Resistance rolls up to Cassandra's fortress in a modified war rig. Blade blasts through the outer gates with a bazooka, igniting an all-out, chaotic war against Cassandra's army of mutant henchmen. Inspired by Laura's words, Logan finally dons his yellow mask and charges into the fray alongside Wade. While the rest of the team holds the line outside, Wade and Logan storm the main tower. Cassandra effortlessly freezes Wade in place with her mind and dives deep into Logan's psyche. She forces him to relive his absolute worst nightmare, the day anti-mutant humans raided the X-Mansion while Logan was out getting drunk, slaughtering every single one of his friends. She watches as his grief transformed into a mindless, murderous rampage against humanity, a rage that brought him zero peace or closure. Outside, Laura manages to defeat Juggernaut and decapitates him, hurling his heavy helmet straight up to the top of the tower. Wade catches it and slams it onto Cassandra's head just in time, instantly cutting off her telepathic grip and neutralizing her powers completely. Out of nowhere, Pyro steps out of the shadows and shoots a helpless Cassandra multiple times. It turns out Pyro was secretly a mole working for Paradox all along, sent to make sure Cassandra never left the void. Logan tackles Pyro, knocking him unconscious. Even though Cassandra tried to destroy them, Logan refuses to let her die, knowing as Charles Xavier would have wanted him to show mercy. Touched by Logan's unexpected compassion, Cassandra removes the helmet and uses a portal-generating ring, stolen from a variant of Doctor Strange, to open a gateway back to Wade's home universe, Earth 10005. Wade and Logan dive through the portal just as the terrifying storm entity Alioth descends upon the fortress to consume everything in sight. Back in Washington, Paradox receives a frantic update. The two rogues have returned to their home timeline. But before he can react, Cassandra steps through the portal right behind them. She invades Paradox's mind, uncovering his secret project, the Time Ripper. Realizing the device's immense power, Cassandra shifts her goal entirely. She doesn't just want to survive. She wants to use the Time Ripper to obliterate every single universe in the multiverse until only the Void remains under her absolute reign. Meanwhile, TVA Commander B-15 notices massive, unauthorized energy spikes originating from Earth 10005 and sends a heavy strike team to investigate what Paradox is doing. Out on the street, Wade and Logan are suddenly reunited with Dogpool. But as Nicepool steps out to reclaim his dog, another portal opens, unleashing an entire battalion of alternate Deadpool variants, from a samurai Deadpool to a floating head, a baby, and a terrifyingly muscular variant. Wade tries to reason with the Deadpool Corps, warning them that Cassandra is about to erase their realities too. Unbothered, the Corps opens fire. Wade cowardly grabs Nicepool and uses him as a human shield, completely forgetting that Nicepool doesn't have a healing factor. After Nicepool takes dozens of bullets to the chest and dies, Wade casually steals his dual gold-plated pistols. Unleashing total carnage, Wade and Logan team up for a glorious, stylized march down the street, slicing, shooting, and dicing their way through the endless army of Deadpools in a single, continuous shot. Every single variant regenerates from their horrific injuries, ready for round two. But just as the pair are about to be overwhelmed, Peter strolls out of the portal wearing a makeshift Deadpool suit. It turns out that across every single universe, every Deadpool loves their version of Peter. The Corps immediately halts their attack, cheering for Peter and tossing him on their shoulders, giving Wade and Logan the exact distraction they need to slip away into the subway system. Descending into the underground facility beneath the city, they locate Paradox and Cassandra who has already wired herself directly into the Time Ripper. The machine is powering up, priming a lethal wave of antimatter that will wipe out all of existence. Paradox frantically confesses that there's only one way to stop it. Someone has to manually bridge the gap between the machine's matter and antimatter power flows to trigger a catastrophic short circuit. However, acting as the conductor will incinerate whoever touches the cables in seconds. Determined to prove his life has meaning, Logan insists on going alone. But Wade, believing Logan finally deserved a shot at redemption, knocks him out with a fire extinguisher, shoves him out of the control room, and locks the heavy blast door behind him. Wade grabs the matter feed cable, but the antimatter feed is just out of reach. He stretches with all his might, his flesh actively peeling away from the raw cosmic energy. Suddenly, the blast door shatters. Logan leaps into the chamber, grabs Wade's hand, and completes the circuit. Bound together by sheer willpower and their shared healing factors, the duo absorbs the unfathomable discharge of raw matter and antimatter. The machine overloads, triggering a colossal explosion that completely disintegrates Cassandra Nova and destroys the Time Ripper once and for all. In the aftermath, Commander B-15 sweeps into the facility with a squad of TVA guards. A panicked Paradox tries to frame Wade and Logan for the entire disaster, claiming they died as sacrifices while he saved the day. But right on cue, Wade and Logan walk out of the smoke, battered, bloody, but very much alive. To seal Paradox's fate, Peter Poole arrives to verify Wade's identity. B-15 promptly places Paradox under arrest for treason and unauthorized multiverse manipulation. Checking the temporal monitors, B-15 delivers incredible news. Earth 10005 is no longer decaying. By saving their universe together, Wade and Logan's heroic actions stabilize the timeline, establishing a new permanent balance for their reality. Wade asks B-15 for two final favors: to rescue the Resistance members left behind in the void, and to fix the tragic past of this alternate Logan. B-15 promises to bring Elektra, Blade, Gambit, and Laura out of the void, but explains that she cannot change Logan's past. His tragic history is the exact reason he had the strength to save the multiverse today. However, she grants him permission to remain in Wade's universe permanently. A few days later, life settles into a wonderful new normal. Logan and Wade are officially roommates, sharing a cozy apartment alongside Blind Al and Dogpool. Wade gathers all his closest friends around a dinner table to celebrate, introducing Logan to his family and taking his first real steps toward reconciling with Vanessa. Against all odds, a disgraced mercenary with cancer and a broken mutant with anger issues managed to save the universe. And in doing so, finally found a place to call home. So what did you think about this movie? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. See you in the next video.